Hey everybody, Pete from Rebel Health here. I hope you're all doing well, keeping safe, trying to keep healthy, and keeping the proper distancing and whatnot, just as this virus continues to spread. We here at Rebel Health are going to stick to what we know, and that's ways that we have found to work incredibly well to strengthen our bodies and to help us heal and detox and nourish our body so that we can be healthy to fight off this virus if we do get it, fight off the flu if we do get it, deal with allergies if we do get them. And we have found that for most people who implement certain styles of eating and some of the tools that we recommend, it goes a long way with helping on all of those fronts. So let's get right to it. We want to build up our bodies. We know that we need a healthy gut to do that. That's where most of our immune system is based. So in healing our guts, we want to talk about fiber. Fiber is so incredibly important, and it's a very unique character because it's not a nutrient, it doesn't have any calories, and our body can't even digest it. So why is it so important? And let's start with where it's found. It's found in plants. It's part of the plant structure of plants. And we ingest it when we eat plant-based foods, and that's your nuts, seeds, fruits, vegetables, sprouts, and whole grains. Now, why is fiber so important? For a number of reasons. It does so many positive things. First and foremost, there are two types of fiber. You have soluble and insoluble. Soluble fiber is one that will slow down digestion in the stomach. It helps retain water so that we get fuller faster. It helps us to avoid overeating. And it forms this gel-like substance in the stomach that your stomach is kind of, think of it like a water balloon. Once it's full, it can't fit anymore. When your stomach is full, there are stretch receptors in your stomach that signal the brain, hey, I'm full. So with fiber allowing water, attracting water and holding in water, we get fuller faster. We send that signal to the brain that we're full, and it helps curb the amount we eat. The good thing about fiber, no matter the kind, is that it's found in all of the whole foods that we mentioned. So eating them kind of guarantees that we're going to get some, if not all, of what we need. Now, the recommended daily allowance or recommendation is 25 to 35 grams of fiber. Most of us are not getting that amount. Unless you're eating, pretty predominant whole foods diet, you're not getting that amount. And therein, we're doing our body a disservice because in addition to retaining the water, what happens is because of the indigestible nature of fiber, it can survive the low pH of our stomach. Now, the pH in our stomach is about 2, which is highly acidic. Most things don't survive passing through the stomach, but fiber does. And when fiber gets into our small intestines and our large intestines, it attracts things like toxins and fat and cholesterol, and it takes it out of the body with it. It also helps to loosen our stool so that we can have more efficient elimination of things. It basically is a way to kind of clean out the inside of our bodies. It's cleaning out the walls of our digestive system and taking that waste out with it. Incredibly important. In addition to that, we've talked a lot about the good bacteria and how our immune system is comprised of mostly bacteria. There's some yeast and other things in there as well, but we are more bacteria than we are cells. We have 10 times as many bacteria in our body that we have cells, and that's incredibly important to our immune system. Our immune system, our gut is a first line of defense. Now, what else we get? The other benefit, one of the other many benefits of fiber is that it feeds the good bacteria in our guts. It's a prebiotic, so it will help good bacteria to flourish. And if we're eating the right foods and we're crowding out the processed foods, we're going to have a healthy balance, a healthy gut microbiome. If you've heard that term, microbiome is that environment of these living organisms in our gut that need to be in balance to be healthy and thrive, to help us digest food, to help us make vitamins, to help us fight off disease and whatnot. So incredibly, incredibly important. And that's why I wanted to mention fiber. We talked about processed foods and eliminating them. They're going to tear us down. They're going to disrupt the balance of our gut microbiome. Fiber is going to help us rebuild. It's going to help keep it in balance. It's going to aid in, like I said, digestion and elimination. Help prevent heart disease. How? By lowering that LDL, by attaching itself to cholesterol. A lot of us who are eating a lot of animal foods, we're getting a lot of saturated fat, we're getting a lot of cholesterol. We don't need any cholesterol. Our body makes all the cholesterol it needs. So anything in addition that we're getting from our diet, including the saturated fats, that's the kind of stuff that's going to start to stick to the walls of our arteries, and then, therein lies, the root causes of heart disease, which is the #1 killer in the world. So fiber, again, very important to help eliminate a lot of that. And this is how we can heal. It helps control our blood sugar and prevent diabetes. So again, switching to a more whole foods diet as much as we can entirely, and especially at times like now where we're all vulnerable, even as healthy as we may think we are. We're dealing with a virus that's novel. This is not something that is known. It's not the type of thing that our body has had a chance to grow immune to. It's brand new. So all we can do right now is follow the guidelines that we've been given and start to take care of our bodies now, and including whole foods, high fiber foods is one of the first things we can do immediately. And you'd be surprised, there's a lot of great grains out there that are high in fiber. Beans are high in fiber. I'm going to attach to this video, when I'm done with it, a couple of good articles for you guys to read, and that contains a lot of food. You'd be surprised. You can get fiber from a lot of places. We want to get fiber through our food, though. The supplements may work, they may not, but it's always best to get any nutrient, even though fiber is not a nutrient. It's incredibly important to get as much of it as we can from the foods we eat, especially if those foods were designed by nature for the human body to eat. So hope that's a helpful tip. I hope you guys are chill and staying calm. And hey, if we got nothing to do, let's start getting on this healthy journey and getting serious about it, because it will go a long way. All right, have a great one, guys. We'll be back with some more hopefully helpful information for you guys throughout this crisis. All righty.